because when they talk about percentage, that as a political party, if you know you will get 2% in a parliamentary elections, definitely the political party regulation commission get right for the register you for pull you come out as a political party. And we believe say political party then the framers of the constitution, they been very deliberate when they say no, say alone we for move away from two party, we for move away from one party system, we for go now to multi-party system of governance. And when I say multi-party system of governance, now a system wherein every shade of society, they get the opportunity, they get the right to participate in the political landscape of the country. So then new lawyers so when they can with, we believe saying now for tightening the space for smaller parties then for like not able to survive. Take for instance UP or PLP, a lot of other small parties. Some of them parties then they not get wider support yet. But that's not mean say none of what exist. Because they get one or two ideologies and beliefs where certain people that believe in their ideologies then they so then join them party then they for push their own agenda. So you know go say because they're small, none of what exist. Right? Now when it comes to the 30% quota where they want to put aside for certain set of people, even though it's not too clear it, but we know say probably then they look at for see how they will be to certain set of people in the society. But at the end of the day, we are concerned. We want to know first of all who that and who that. Now the set of people where you know the 30% just for different. Because if they say that for woman them alone, not to the normal disadvantage. You will find out say something the cripple and the disabled, the physically challenged, themselves will come up for their own interest. And we will start to give special preference to special people then. Believe you me, it can create a recipe for chaos. Because if you don't give this set of people then as a result of their vulnerability, what about the other set of people that will then back will come? Then some go ask for their own quota and say, we own democracy, not reach that level yet. Of course, in other countries, they get provision for various sets of people. When you take Uganda, for instance, they get provision that in parliament, wherein the civil servants, them, the workers, them, they get representation, right? The women, the youth, the disabled, they get representation at various quarters.
For clarification's sake, is it to be trying for saying that this 30% safe seat way then they propose that this bill from the government, they're not able to clarify as to who that they will occupy this 30% at the end of the day?
Yes, and not clear it. All what we talk so now assumptions based on a common event. Cast their shadows. Now so white man can say, see where they happen. It's all like September in the sea and far. So now based on how we see the weather, make we analyze them this way. You understand? But we believe say by the time we go into the bill proper, we go analyze some of them things and they. But some of them things also get bearing which we go on the National Constitution, the 1991 Constitution. Some of we don't get the view that if this government is serious about constitutional reforms, right? Let no go the car which then change here by Connie. Connie business not the work, right? Constitutional review commission, the past government may not set up. They may not try for see how we go review with 1991 Constitution. For pulling and the whole feel say not good for we current day democracy, we current day governance. and carry with thing that we go work for we find as a nation. This government don't come, they don't inherit the white paper from that commission day. We expect, say, if they're really serious about changes them, we go better the lives of Sierra Leoneans. Let them come with this white paper forward. Things they will accept. Right? Let them come with them forward and put them to the people then. Some of them changes there, Parliament alone cannot do it. Some of them changes there, it need referendum. Who's how we go put her into votes? The people of Sierra Leone go vote. For say yes, now this we want is our constitution. We don't want this in our constitution again. Now so for make law, bypass no the law business. Where it come for deal with law, think the way they control we, where they guide with behavior in our society, bypass no the shortcuts no the, right? And most of the things the way they don't propose inside them 2 billion so we get right on the parliament. Then get bearing for do with the constitution. And if they get bearing for do with the constitution, we don't go want any situation wherein we go to keep on the pinch for our constitution. Let them come with the government white paper where they don't adopt. Bring that forth to the people then. Parliament go look at it, we debate them. At the end, we take a decision. Right? And as I said, some of them here, Parliament alone cannot decide it. But the masses, the people of Sierra Leone together, we can decide on them through a referendum. You understand? So back to the Public Elections Act 2022, where they don't propose critical issues that they are this thing. One of the critical issues, the topical one, of course, we will not go shy away from Terry Pamulem, and that of the PR, the proportional representation. Of course, some of you will be witness this system in 2002, but quite a good number of family out there be witness them in 1996 and the subsequent and the previous years. Then we will be get elections in this country. 1996 we've been doing them because the country is still there in war. So like the government, by then will not be able to forget constituencies. They will not be able to go right around the country for create constituencies then. So as a result of that, we will adopt the national proportional representation. We will give opportunity to different sets of society for participate at various levels. When it comes to 2002, we will also go with the proportional representation because that 10-day war been just done, but stability not been there. The coverage of the nation is not been there. Not until we conduct the 2004 census, where we will just forget defined constituencies, right? From there, we see the 2007 election. We go into the first past the poll constituency elections. We don't do these elections 2007. It come out fine one. We don't do on 2012. It come out fine one. We don't do on 2018. It come out fine one. But after 2018, right, the current government, as a result of the way and manner they want for do things, where they feel say, if we continue with this system, it will affect them by tomorrow if they come on the power. Now make the one car with all them conny here, for confuse with people then, for say, Lord, return back to PR. So we are saying no to PR. And we believe say, una the people the way they listen to we. Una not go want that kind of system they we are in. Una member of parliament then. Una not get direct connection with them. Now only una political party. And under PR, me family na so idea. Under proportional representation, now only the political party in symbol you see on the ballot paper for parliamentary election. You know they see the candidates in face at all. Now for party you vote. After I don't vote from the party then they check the vote. How many votes this party gets in this district. Now they determine the number of seats where that party they get. And now the party now they send name to NEC. Then names and the way the party they send to NEC, now then names then they become members of parliament. So una the people out there, una no get no hands for do with una members of parliament in terms of decision making. We feel say this is undemocratic, not to something where they encourage democracy at all. Because democracy they talk say if we bring the government closer to the people for able to interact, the people for able to get ownership of the leadership, right? If they vote me in under proportional representation, for instance, come 2023, I don't owe allegiance to anybody, but I'm a political party now owe allegiance to. Because I'm a political party now, send me name. But under the current system where we go with the parliament from 2018, it's clear for say, even though political party they give symbol to people then, if political party give symbol to somebody where you don't like, you don't can vote, you don't go vote for one. You can vote for somebody else where you like. Even that person there like another party, they can team up as independent. For instance, the current parliament, we got 3 members of parliament that were not independent. Where the party deny them symbol. They not decide for Sidon because the people that elect them, the people that want them go represent them. Then people that push them for team up as independent and then vote for them today and then a parliament, then they represent the people there. But with this PR system, una the people there, una not get the opportunity for decide on una go represent una, but the political party then go decide. So at the end of the day, that's the make with the MP that will become lazy. Because I don't go care about the people let me get. Now my party don't know they care about. I know say if I hold me party fine, my party will send me name for the member of parliament. You understand? So this now the thing is where them people are one campaign. But however, as we don't say, we don't do we own, we they do we own. But the most important thing for which we they are tonight, now for talk to now for hear from una. Una the people and down the radio land, now the northern province and the northwestern province. Let una tell we views. I know una views, una opinion, una comment. What you una want? If una want this PR or not. Also then talk about dual citizenship and a lot of other things then. But una views, we believe say now we there tonight for a and we them views the day we will show una say now them views the day we will go team up for and talk for una parliament. Because una not send we a parliament for we self. Una send we a parliament for we talk for una. And if we talk for una, now then thing that will affect una. Now we for talk. What you una want, now we for talk. What you una no want, we not for do one. So they are tonight, una tell una views, una tell you what you for do for una. Which triggers then through laws here, waiting before we as parliament.
Alright, in Honorable Sir Charles from Constituency 028 Nakolodi State. Of course, you don't hear from our ESF done the one analysis around the PPRC Act and also done the lay emphasis on the Public Elections Act of 2022. And like you rightly say, now the views of people out there make them move all the way. They don't move around today, they don't all the engagements then for there they will get to my view out there. So you can send your message on 072459593. Then later on in the program we get for open phone lines, which I will also call and make your voice heard. Now move over to you, Honorable Abdul Titus Kamara from Constituency 061. Now the Public Election Act of 2022 has proposed another thing we get for doing something I don't from face over now that of the power way the president wants for hire and fire the chief electoral commissioner like how he wants and whenever we want for do so. That's with also the national registration number where they also propose say if you don't get that number they for register in the part of the 2023 elections. Talk me through with then 2 issues there. How that one they go hinder the democracy and also the fragile peace we enjoy.
Yeah, my family. This one we get for do with the powers where the president or this bill also one for we give to the president. This not good for the democracy. it's really not good for the democracy. This is a situation in which, for example, the president don't hire a particular individual for maybe as the next chairperson or commissioner. In that place, they don't conduct the election. And the president himself can notice say this election not go for day in favor. Alongside, he can just simply decide to fire that individual day. Bring in somebody where go can call the election results where go there in favor of her. So now this we see say it's not necessary for let we give that power to president for let able for hire and fire somebody as and when he feel like. Because if we do, it's like we dey give him for let he do anything at he will. And this now a situation in which incessant they take part in the elections. So if now they hire the referee, now what he now in dictate he get for work with, where he resist in dictate, automatically go ask him out. And asking that individual out, what he thinks he get for resolve into? He get for resolve into chaos. Now then thing there we see, now he make we say we need for come explain to una. So that una say go give it, una your feedback on it. If now for we give more power for let able for hire and fire the next boss at any time. And again, we talk about also the issue that has to do with the registration numbers. There was a time when people let me come on for go and register people or verify people. But most of the areas the way people let me they go for this verification, you notice the machines they not be available. The machines they will come, some of them faulty. The machines they will come, you will notice the areas they're not able to reach. Not every area they're able to reach. Sorry. So at the end of the day, not to everybody able to verify. And here is a situation where they want now whosoever will not be verified automatically not go able to take part or not go able to register for this election. So now based on that we see and say if that happen, we go for disenfranchised Boku people then. Boku people then they were not able to verify because of, not to their own volution make them able to verify, but rather it is as a result of the fault of the NCRA people then or the NCRA institution itself. Because that institution is not able to provide the machines them where we're able to verify people them easily and not able to provide enough time. Because we are in the give an area like McKinney here, you can't tell people and say now 10 days. You look at the population where they are and you look at the machines that were available for the verification, you will see say not commensurate to the date or to the time given. So this they make Boku people that were not able to verify automatically go be left out. Mark you, during that period, there are certain people who have been sick. Some man they don't have sick bay. He not be able to verify. Some man in the prison. He not able to verify. So tell me how the people in there you go put them now? How you go able to put that kind of category of people in there? Me I be not register. I end up travel. I'm not able to meet up for can verify. So if I not verify, does that mean I'm not able to can register now for can vote for the election where they come? So these are the things then what we see say this bill also they more or less they give room to people and for let them disenfranchise the people and they make them not get opportunity for take part. And we see say the president the more power we they give him, now the more he go able to do things where go make opposition and go remain in opposition for life, more or less bring in a one party state. Because where in you get right for hire somebody and fire her at will, automatically what do you expect? Now where I know say it ain't in favor, now I go allow you for you read the results. But if I know say it's not in my favor, I can never allow you for you read that. As the time near so, I can fire you and bring in somebody who get mine for read the results when me want. So this is not the situation where we actually find ourselves in them two areas there where you outlined to me.
Alright, in case you guys are now we want for join the program. The text messages they don't come in, I will come manage them, but also you can start off now with your call on 072 459593. So you are able AKK, of course, we don't see even before the COPPP become body way they speak in a parliament with one voice. We don't see other laws then the government don't propose, and at the end of the day, even though like invent on anger, on a kiss on okay, don't walk out of parliament and don't use so many diplomatic ways, but at the end of the day, they always keep the bills and get them the way they want them. So also with regards to appointments, then we run a flying face at. An example therefore be the commissioner for the Northeast region for the ECSL. But one thing are the tangible we go and get out there to listeners say, really what they can take from them today, we are going to cascade in the parliament, and also with the assurance say, it will for go the way on one time this time around. We are in, we don't see the government continue for propose bills and then they ensure them bulldoze and make them bills then they workable as well.
Thank you very much. I think we don't take good time for explaining to the people and we will take good time for listening to the people. A member of parliament, not a warrior. Now possibly pass words them with the message, the word pal, now from a French word mean for talk. We go talk. And as far as this matter is concerned, if them bulldoze with their other remedies we go use, not least among them, we now for meet the people in back we say, what you now tell me from Kailau? Don't come up from Kailau, Kenny Makono. What you not tell me now from Colin and Maboka? What you not tell me now Bombalina? This we don't go talk, but at this the government do. What's going to be the next line of action? We'll be waiting the people and choose for make we do. So as members of parliament, we are not limited to anything, and we are the people and servants, and are waiting the people and want.
Honorable Ekeke, I don't hold you there. Sorry for that. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
You name and side you coming from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Conte, come from Jamaica.
Alright, Mr. Conte, what's in your contribution inside the program as you don't listen and honorable and there for response?
Yeah, the medical comment place, we didn't keep the speed. Let us not allow no nothing let it change their mindset. We wait and go represent. We the people there, we know they within land their system. We know their medical system, we don't know their system now, we will because in democracy, elections, we don't lose that.
Unfortunately, we don't lose and they are on the call. We expect you for call back. But in case you send out there, I want for audio voice to a text message or call the number 072-459593. Yes, Honorable Ekeke.
So we don't listen to the people. Now so we talk about other issues we get for the police all with time, then continue for ignoring. But we see what in the EU press release too. We talk about violence and how government perpetrate violence and how the government sponsored violence and inhuman treatment. We talk about they ignore. We see what in the American embassy do, that the press release on human rights and salon. We see what in the Amnesty don't do. We don't do as much as we can.
Honorable, I guess we get another call. Sorry. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Come on, here, radio beach. Your name inside the call for?
I'm the consul, Mateo.
Alright, what's my contribution inside the program?
They send the Honorable Assembly for representatory, but then for awareness, SMPP, they always good making bad laws. Whenever they need governance, they look for the make bad laws. Then bad laws, and then at the end of the day, when they do in the opposition, they rejoice it. Then they begin to cry out. I think it is clear, NACRA and MEC, they get functions, and they don't get the same functions. If you don't see what people that they don't register with NACRA, you don't get number for NACRA, meaning you don't get votes for the elections, it is wrong. I think NACRA gets their own functions. They get their own functions. So, why now the registration? Why government for can spend on necessary money? Then trying that right now. If you say if you register with NACRA or you don't register with NACRA, you don't qualify for vote for NEC, then why the registration? Let them just say no more now. The registration for NACRA, and then they take for who do election, and which of course the constitution make them very clear. NEC can get their own functions. NACRA can get their own functions. Let them left for the bring laws the way they want them tomorrow. Secondly, this hire and fire for electoral commissioner. Honorables, una educated people there. Una left for the make this 10 government. We don't do nothing for people there. They always bring bad laws there at that place. When they affect people there tomorrow. I will give power to president for hire and fire electoral commissioner. Now the same mistakes we don't make in the 1991 constitution. We now, even when issue happen inside that constitution, there are different interpretation. We get a lawyer there. We need one lawyer. They give different interpretation from the other. Because things are not they make things very clear. And that make the former president decide for make amendments to that constitution. Now they bring back those the burden people there will bring problems. A president, will you participate in the election? You know to interact somebody. Then you get the powers for hire and fire electoral commissioner. What if you suspect he don't lost the election? So they like waiting to happen with the auditors general. They fire and now nothing is not there, nothing again. When they're not getting money today for that. They say that the institute commission or whatever.
Alright. I wanted to play to thank you. You exceed 3 minutes.
Proportional representation.
Okay.
Really, proportional representation, the constitution make it very clear. For say, we seek being at the country, or we get war in the country, where the election not able to take all the parts of the country, like proportional representation, they occur. But like this situation in Sierra Leone, we are peaceful. I don't say we get war. Why the proportional representation? Because the APC, what they don't do the APC, don't do the APC 2023, they can't power. But let them know, bulldoze them, members of parliament, like that they do. But that's why they fear for saying proportional representation. Because at the end of the day, you will get the whole on to a member.
Alright, sorry about that for hold you there. You don't exceed 4 minutes, and other people themselves want to take the chance for call and make their own contribution. 072459593. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yes. My name is Mr. Toronka. I call from
Alright, from you there, what's your contribution inside this program?
First of all, may God bless the Honorable Lewin in our radio soon. Now, then can see how we want for leading the all time before the pass law. They can come back to people send them the they can't explain to this and this. They want pass so what you want see. Because the parliament now just small proportion of fraction when they represent Sierra Leone as a nation. And secondly, this is the 21st century. We all know how we are. We know the laws of the country. People they know just sit down no more. Count law will favor them at the end of the day and left the country in ruins. And they're notwithstanding, you know they put law, you tell you have one. Chief know they give law, you tell you has one, you tell you they in power. This nation will not favor. Let them mark and say we say will not favor them at all. Because nation will born good picking. All situations in normal like the country, that proportional is the type of cabinet. We don't want them today, we don't want them tomorrow. Because they not in favor of the other parties. Look at the other way they talk about there's one party. For can't give them way where they're not going to partake in governance or in the way of national interest. Their party, they all get people the way they support them, we let them. If you can pull and say because of this percent or not, no way we don't want that one party system against us like this country. And in 21st century, we know it too, we all get sense, we are aware. Nobody know the full way. I think they say na APC na can't say smart. See for count is proportional. They will still tell them say we don't want that because we all aware of the condition of the country. So honorable continue for country more and more. So they know the law, they pass the parliament. May God bless you now. We are not blessed at all.
Alright, many thank you for that call. We will continue for big calls on 072-459593. Don't forget this now, a special program with which you courtesy of the Consortium for Progressive Political Parties. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
How do you evening? You name inside the call for?
Yeah, I call from it.
Alright, what is your contribution inside this program?
Yeah, the contribution just like how the last speaker just talked, right? When I just endorse number who did the owner, yeah? Because the system how they see is like the one party system. They want to drag the country to different way how we normally imagine how this country can go. They want country back, and then bad days they also make come out. But all them modern transformation there, and that means we are not push no more. Who did the owner? You don't know it's for these members of parliament and our parliament corporation. And then this one, I don't know who's the point for the fix now. They will come to us. Like what if I want to just speak. Thank you, our boss.
Alright, plenty thank you for that call. There we continue for big calls on 072-459593 on all the issues we honorable members of parliament deeper analyze inside studios. Good evening. Hello, good evening. I thank God. Do you name inside the call form? Alright, what's my contribution inside this program? Alright, I guess I will hold the call indeed. It's so temperamental. We'll continue for big calls on 072-459593. Coppp, good evening. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
I thank God to which now you name inside the call form?
From Father Street.
Alright, what's my contribution from Father Street?
For the thank the honorable expensive for the updates we will see having at the parliament. And we see the government account of which they said it has to not support that, to not want BRS system, to not want higher and higher, and the registration, like that is the normal. Anybody, whether you get information from NCRA, you don't get for who register. So then today, let them register and we back ready for register. We don't want that. So tell them thank you.
Alright, plenty thank you for your call and continue for listening to the program as we continue for P calls on 072-459593 with now view, comment or analysis we want for add with regards to the different topics that we will able to in our parliament here. I'll be your partner radio for this evening. Come on, good evening. Alright, what my contribution inside the program?
Yes, I'm really glad on this program because it's like some of that issues are really like also living with the country, the way the country they go, truly then parliamentary the way they talk. So then same thing I get the fault. And they know how they do the country running and they know how they know really go throughout the country. And then they try for push with themselves so then they lay out everything for it clear, which I would like to thank you. But we don't get much for say, but the start of the election, some of them, they never wear their homes there. Because the best thing I really need to do, like we don't want to say, so some of them, people are really not be registered, some of them, you know, afraid and do that. So, you want to say, the start of the election, you want to hear them afraid. So then be the vote there.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
They may be one answer at the back. So, it's not one day. Like some of them should have really raised off too. Who tell them, who they know say, like them, that they take the power of the country. Because if they're not able to control themselves, how about the people that now will end up with? We want to look at them, whether for ruling, whether for ruling. Then at the end, they never push through themselves. So how they will control it? Let us tell you that never.
Alright, I believe that make them be inside studios. Alright, Mohammed, we'll continue for P-calls and the inside studios, and then we'll react on all then issues and they will not on the highlights. We go online again. I guess plenty people have made their voice heard over the sensitive issues. Yeah, good evening. Hello, good evening. Your name and inside the call for? Alright, what my contribution?
Members of Parliament running around India for 4 years so. Nothing they don't do that in constituency force. Nothing. So when we talk about what is here, it's very correct. Then look at the military, they won't be they can verify, they will not come verify. The new member of Parliament, you know that Parliament, not come talk to the people then. As to go now, they can't grab the radio and talk. Then what you don't do for go represent the people then? What you don't do for the people then? And that people can't explain for what you don't do as the members of Parliament, they don't represent the people then. They don't talk about that, they can't talk about this. But when you can't grab it, about this system, the union and the Parliament, in the country of national,
Alright, I guess that's your contribution inside the program, and thank you for that contribution. We'll continue for P-calls. Honorable take notes. We'll maybe just take the calls them in first. We'll do upline it alone and respond. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Your name and inside the call with for?
Mr. Alpha Koroma.
Alright, Mr. Kuruma, what's my contribution inside this program?
The call from my employer, from Kolenken.
Okay.
Honorable Unatenki, this we want. The question the number one I want to ask, if people they listen, we go to talk to president. We then keep fair them. We be able to rule through the world. Then Idi Amin Dada. We then Robert Mugabe, Donald Trump, then we get money, we get the military might, they got all kind of power. We then today. This man, I want to go to now and the glass, look himself. He said, they ask himself if he feels a global govern this world or this country. Say he died, it's not possible. Now talk to the honorable and now direct. Do ya, maybe this talk on account, if this is now unity and one word. Because when I unite inside that parliament, this man will be able to overpower now. But we know this one and get people amongst now with hypocrites. Because when I get the constitution, when I represent. So when they count ballot paper, they see honorable, they see their face. People they still talk, say they're not happy the honorable. If they can't put this PR system, we know the support is this. What is the only complaint to my right honorable not come back? So here I get let you will believe now, but here when I go the message say, Lona stay united. Lona talk with one voice, Lona felt with one voice. Lona sorry for me. We don't suffer. Fear I don't go to it. So today we don't suffer. Here and the message that one they are.
Alright, many thank you for that call. We will take 2 more calls and what we call them for now as we honorable them inside studios will react on them calls them. They come up, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Moderator.
How the evening in the inside the call before? Alright, Amado, what's my contribution inside the program?
Well, when MPs are when they work and they went on the country for consulting electorate for this PR system, because of this thing or the one they feel. If this are some trade dinner they feel them for don't just endorse everything then for them what they electorate. Just imagine teachers in the software, they don't ever talk about the issue, but when they come to the welfare, they
Hello?
this PR system, so they know say after this election, after the goes parliament, they don't ever want to begin. I mean, they can meet and electorate so that then they talk for them. But not so, we will not say people they talk to, yeah, we will not talk for this. Talk of this, not doing anything, and they can talk on the country for control the electorate then. Thank you very much.
Alright, plenty thank you. I hope you did from the start of the program. Let you be abreast with waiting. The honorable members there, they come and talk on. But maybe truly for understand, say these are people who paid and they get lots for doing for the party and then supporters them as well. But of course, it's right and now we chance for also make we voice out on national discourse. Let me get this last lucky caller for the time being and we will join with honorable guests them from Studio 2. Come on, good evening.
Hello, brother. Brother engineer, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah, thank God. Will you name any side you call before?
And then moment I come out, call from Alakan Timbo.
Alright, from Timbo, with my contribution inside the program.
Yes, Miss Deborah, this young contribution in this program, I'm really glad in way this honorable way they will clear right now, hotel on a plenty, thank you, and they have everything to be right now. And this same corruption, this same workshop we ever do, and I didn't live in a parliament, they up to and they will make a thing for people. Then the city, the limit is so far, and then they will do nothing with that for we pass the no, and then they politics away and they complain at that parliament anymore. They will do nothing for the people. So that's the man in the time of election, some of them they never go on at home. That kind of people was home, no government people constantly say you don't do better thing. We know the one and the stuff right now is the way they do, when they say for 1 hour. So then you let them just be forget or let them never affect the parliament. Who will set you young kids to go there? God will pray for everybody.
Alright. Alright, plenty thank you. I guess we're for only calls them there for now. In case it's a phone for the voice, the number for send your message inside the program now 072459593. And this one is hello, good evening to all the panelists and the studio. Say please, they encourage all fellow Sierra Leoneans to come together as one and push national cohesion go before. The next message they say, our matter will be represented by somebody we are not know and are not ever sabi and also not sabi the pains and difficulties we the go on in our own society. And this next message from Abdul Karim content inside McKinney, they say indeed this move by the honorable members of parliament, they say a day in place, they say but they urge them for continue for speak with one voice and one mind. Momo Conte inside McKinney, they say indeed, he say kudos to the members of parliament and the COPPP for the laudable venture. He say himself way it will about this bill and na social media he say they really feel at ready because this na a way for the franchise for this franchise plenty people then with the country. And another message inside we inbox really coming from Kalusha Boala, they say the proportional representation is say it totally now for kill democracy in our country. You see, in the call upon the honorable members of parliament for be more proactive now than ever. And we got a message from XYZ inside McKinney. They say indeed the same size salon they head for. I mean democracy they say now government of the people and by the people for the people. He say inside the people then your parts or your role deal now when even the members of parliament then get for the he say they got for the tailor made, alright, from the political parties then. And we got a message inside the inbox, they say he say all salon every day where somebody sleep and wake. He say in a news story we no get nothing good for right home about. He say how on earth institutions like the police, the military, that of NEC and some other entities not be independent for God's sake. He say it means now winners takes all and then just the play to the tune, then just the dance to the tune with the piper they play. And the last message to plenty inside the inbox for the following we go over to the studio guests. Then they say he said this is a notable move from the COPPP. He said but we hope that it could be sustainable. Indeed, we need for engage the voters, say more especially the first time voters. As Chris one will come from the 60s and they say if ECSL letter for use the NCRA then NRN or NIN number, he say well what of the one them will not be clock 18 and not be eligible for register. He say waiting would be their own faith. And also some other people will not be get the opportunity for their able to see them or talk to them as a result of the far-reached community them where they found themselves. Well, online and then our messages will only come in case you send one for send message, do so to 072459593. We will manage the messages then later. But last crisis caller in as he on the call the line repeatedly. Come on, good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
I thank God you name inside the call from.
Yeah, now Bomba from Kabbalah.
Alright, from Kabbalah, waiting on your contribution inside this program.
My brother, I tell you, plenty thank you, but this PR system, we totally against that. It's not good for the democracy of this country. There's no impact we will create towards the life of the people of this country. If democracy, they say no vote. Well, why then election would if they say somebody will go to parliament who will not vote for? Why the PR system will do that? We talk to the government, we talk to the parliamentarian, they don't know accept us all not. They do not accept us all not because why? This is the key of democracy. Then this is just time no more like say now autocratic life now they go on if we still do that thing. We not see the democracy. We talk to the authority then. Even the parliamentarian, they don't know accept us. Both SLP and APC. They don't be saying no more only APC, but even the SLP then. Because not good for the democracy tomorrow. So we begin them. This is not the thing we find in the country. This kid that is just after war, 990. But what not they will go to now for say they for do that PR system. We are against that. We the general public. If they put anybody that say they vote and because of money, if they can't, who they condemn or not allow that. We know before they put that kind of people in there. But somebody will represent you who not vote for that. Me now vote by the call from Kabbalah. We are against that.
Alright, plenty thank you from Kabbalah, the land of powerful mixtures. But for hold on the calls and messages for now, let me exercise to the two where panelists then, which guess them, react on their messages then do. I want to start off with you, Honorable Karim Kamara, Honorable AKK. You don't listen from listeners about there, and so which I take with the messages that we go and do.
Thank you very much. I don't listen to many people. One of the callers, they say, what you don't do as members of parliament. The member of parliament in role, basically not to development. The member of parliament in role, not for make laws, for do oversight, and for representing people. But who? Some of we, me in particular, which I don't do in my constituency, government not do on the entire Cambia district. If the person want to prove me right, there you go na Cambia, ask anybody come out Cambia. Or you go on my Facebook page, Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, or Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, or Honorable AKK. Each of them to the day, you go see what you don't do, or you can contact me personally. We're not going to have a brag over what you don't do in the last 4 years. I am an outstanding member of parliament in and out of the world. And I don't think so for worry whether my name for the list or not. What keep me here, I am worried about waiting na democracy and how the people will get opportunity. Somebody also they say we not ever advocate for teachers specifically. It also means that person is something they listen to parliament from the one where I go parliament to now. I think we already there. We always don't advocate for teachers and we don't become hard on government for the issue of the free quality or the free school education. And that they don't increase so much in the previous percentage the same way government don't they fake the teachers and say that they give them. But we say we are quiet about teachers' welfare. I think that person they also owe me an apology. On the issue we get for do it, whether we go sit down and allow the laws they are passed, I don't think say we can't talk because this law not in favor. Well, unfortunately, the honorable member who represents C4C happen to be the deputy PR of the C4C party. We make say it get advantage if na list they make for like in MDD. The honorable member who they represent the NGC in MD and the whip of the NGC in a parliament. Meaning if na for priority and in for the day. Me when they talk to you, they represent the 21-man committee of the APC when I like the lack of the APC now. Meaning if na for selfish reasons, honorable AKK in a household name na the APC and only for there. But waiting bad na the fact say they're not going to murder democracy before we face and we pretend as if nothing is happening. So because something they happen, that make we come out to educate the people. And we want to tell the callers away talk, away show genuine concern over the state of affairs of democracy. Thank you. And for the other way things say a normal for it happen, we also want to tell them thank you. That's the beauty of democracy. And that's what we seek for the way people and get the freedom for express them our opinions, the freedom for express their desire over national issues. I think that's what is more important and paramount. And at a time like this, we already say, a caller they say, even when they make the votes and see the names and the face of the MP, they ask for see them. What about now when you vote for somebody you know even sabi, you know even know side, it will be worse. We want to be judged and rated by our people. If we do poorly, let me people then talk them. I agree with one caller we say, he said that because of MP not get what it take again for contest election and then come before the people then. I made it talk about the PR system. I agree. But that not for me a condition why we for deprive the people then from having their own representative. If I did that power for 4 years and I know will make people fine, I think the people self get the obligation and the right for choose somebody we will govern them well. I think so far that will be some of my response then.
Alright, and we'll move over to you, Honorable Sir Charles. Waiting for you take on the messages them and say because them will come inside the program.
We want to appreciate the callers and texters them. It's clear that people in concern and people they follow up. Of course, the concerns that we come, they are not one-sided. And as a Democrat speaking, this is what we want to see. We want to see a situation that this country wherein somebody not will kill me from your opinion. Somebody not will fetch me. Somebody not will look me by the eye because I not agree with them. When I say democracy, now a system we are in, you know, we agree to disagree. In as much as we all not go agree on the same thing at the same time, we will also be tolerant enough for listening to other sides. With regards them bill how we can with, we not take them challenge here for any selfish reasons while the public know that one day. We don't want to let anybody school this debate. We don't want to let anybody water down the importance of which we can tell with people them tonight. We believe say we are speaking the minds of the people. We come here tonight for talk to Una na the northern region and the northwestern region of Sierra Leone. For tell Una about them two important billion we will look at. We know say to some extent Una don't miss the opportunity here by a good number of law them where we don't pass na parliament. But they say it's better late than never. Una Bebeke agree with we say, then can't see us all to explain to now where the incident two bills here waiting before parliament. Or if we been passed them also into law, we not can engage and inform una. Some of una for don't take stick for chase we. By the time we can to una, by the time una no say we don't pass them can't here into law. So then make we take this challenge for coming to now. Talk to una. But one thing we come out clear tonight now that the majority of the people where we don't engage from the eastern region up to the northern region and northwestern region where we are right now, it's clear that over 70 to 80% of the people that we don't reach don't express support to the MPs them waiting up say no to some of them bad here where they inside them proposed laws here so we did before we. So one for appreciate una for that. And we will assure una say una views and concerns we will air them out in a parliament when once we go for good debate this year proper. And I tell you say tomorrow we go there in a parliament again. We will continue for look at this particular bill. We will continue with the second reading, the first reading, subsequently on to the second reading. We not say una afraid because this government, they are ruling us, they are not leading us, they are not governing us, they are ruling us. You know what it means forget a ruler, you know. And then the rule we under the maxim of pauper. And then believe say everything whether they want to go through, whether we want it or not, if we go through. Just yesterday, the parliament vote, right, in favor of a particular motion, which happened, then turn around that motion day. You understand? This is not a surprise to we because then people here don't prove say they don't respect the tenet of democracy and then believe say whatever they want, they can use the current setup of parliament to get them way. But good thing that in a parliament will go on fight. Me people alone understand this. It don't mean say we not go on fight them. But good thing that they don't pass na this parliament. We some of them think that they another in we interest. But we cannot do it as a result of the composition of parliament, the number. The opposition not get majority. The ruling government not get majority. But when you look at the composition of parliament, the paramount chiefs that within a parliament, then they play a very critical role with regards voting a parliament. So at the end of the day, even if we say we know the vote, right, the government vote, the paramount chiefs that most times can align with the government vote. So it's very difficult, it's extremely difficult for the opposition to win votes in a parliament. So I need for understand that one. We really don't offend time for come back and engage with people and tell them more about the structure of parliament, how parliament they operate, how parliament stand like. So if somebody they blame himself, let you not just blame we. Like we all tell you in the studio tonight, in one way or the other, we don't serve in the classrooms. Some of you don't be teachers, some of you don't be lecturers. You know, we know we constraints with teachers that they go through. Right? Me that the man this way analyze the SLPP manifesto which regards the free quality education. I analyze everything where they say they will do but this free quality education business we know they do. And we tell them say if this education business go before the affairs of the teachers then for prioritize them. We don't say them thing here over and over and again. Right? But as my colleague rightly said, we're not there tonight to blow your trumpet. But all to say to people that are out there, let them continue for follow up on the track records in the parliament and see how sincere we are in fighting the cause of Sierra Leoneans. Because we believe say now una give them power here for go represent una. And definitely all the una the feel or the feeler because we deal with una. And we suffer the sufferness together. Just few hours ago, we don't hear you say fuel price don't go to 22,000. We know the price with this government meter from 6,000. Today we are talking about 22,000. You know how we feel? Some of we get people them way before say we support. The more fuel price go up, now the more the cost of living they go up. And I tell you from this night now to tomorrow, right? The prices of every basic commodity therefore go up because fuel don't go up. It's not really easy. So we are all in this together. If we the opposition MPs they don't take this challenge, we don't need anything from UNA other than UNA total support. Whatever wrong, we UNA feel say we go down wrong UNA. Lord put them aside. This is not the common good now. We all for come together and fight for safe Sierra Leone. I tell you, thank you.
Alright, and over to you, Honorable Abdul Titus Kamara, waiting now in response to the calls and messages.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Now one thing I want to tell we listeners then, and the one that we sending the messages then. To be very honest with you, just like when my colleague then they say, if not for we own selfish interest, then automatically some of them for sit down, fall and fall foot. Because in any shape so far, we know say in one way or the other will be considered in our respective parties then. But to be very honest with you, we look beyond the political parties. You know, one of the callers actually, I don't know whether a comment he made or a question, but in statement where he say, the fact say, may they ask we what we don't do for we constituents them. That question, I will give them as an assignment. Let's go now constituency 059, constituency 061, and constituency 028. 28 na Kono, 61 na Cambia, 59 na Cambia. Let you go check the honorable there. You go know exactly what we don't do. Not to the one that we come for now. Yeah. And I want to talk to we all. We actually participate. To be very honest with you, this we come basically for get una views as to then two bills there. What in now una say in it. Now what you wanna recommend to we say go and go talk about. If una say follow we accept the proportional representation. Follow we accept the president law get more power. Follow we make sure say the woman the 30% safe seat we put them. Or law we ensure say we get all what he entail na this particular bills there. May they able to tell we whether anything and they we able for law we accept or law we not accept. Now that one day we come for. But like where some other callers then they talk. To be very honest, these bills they get any repercussion. Though some people not seem for understand, but that is democracy. Maybe what they see and what the others they see, then differ. Now the perfect democracy that one day. So in as much as we encourage everybody, what we do in the studio right now, let whatever thing, let it be a suggestion as to what thing they want to be for go say or do not well tomorrow by now we don't know the debate because we go ready tomorrow. Not to say like tomorrow then go pass am no, but tomorrow now we will go debate for defend whether for accept what they count or for reject them. Now it make we come, we take with time for now we can act una so that una go able to tell we exactly what we get for go do. Because this thing get for do with una. This thing get for do with the masses. If now for MP, we don't know what side we get for day. But we not just get for take decision like that. We want to ensure say una say get a say in this particular bill because una say affected directly. So this is not the motive we make we come here so.
Alright, we didn't at the tail end of the program. Now we're supposed to be our program, but we don't be beyond 1 hour 30 minutes due to the importance and sensitive nature of the program we handle this night. Of course, like I tell you earlier on, this is a special program where they reach you courtesy of the Consortium for Progressive Political Parties, COPPP. Well, we will squeeze some calls and a few messages then when we reach back now to the two, we panelists that we can bid farewell. Come on, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
How the evening? You need to decide the call for.
Alright, well, I'm Mr. K. Yeah, from Virginia.
Alright.
That is whatever decision we take, already for 40,000. Not so that everything mediocre and they will come and phone for the job. So not so patriotic here doing there. So then after me citizens. But we will know the way how the country will go so when we get there now. We get there full time and we ready for defending sovereignty and we shall we did. All Monday night so we're ready for that. Yeah? We get there now. We have to take positive decisions to have it then close it and everything. When then we get everything come up. So that's this time. We the people that support us on the party.
Alright, plenty thank you. And this somebody from Kabbalah, we say name Mr. AU Guy. He say they encourage all Sierra Leoneans to come together as one and support the COPPP for sake of them drive for ensure say then kind of a bad laws that they no come to effect now we country. Hello, good evening. How the evening? Of course, now you know the caller. Good evening.
But the politician is playing at this country. We need to die for politicians. We need to go back clever. Because our of campaign, the beginning of all the over, the me and you too, that we will have the go to be my Gianna for not come out from the street and make break up tomorrow and we need to go back the same I do. We need to die for the country. Any back, let them go back to parliament. Let them go try it. So this is one or two, but no, I didn't spend for nobody. I don't know. Let them go try it. Go to club Canada. So if you did that, let them try it.
Alright, plenty thank you, but I also want to remind you that you know somebody we probably don't get one picking and then lost your not for today but now for the future. And this one they say how una go fight for ensure say una make them programs sustainable. They say indeed the people of Salon need sensitization now than ever. And this one they say how prepared una be for tomorrow's debate na the well of parliament. And the next one they say so many bills then in a parliament already with poor people. It's about how not only work for talk so that then bills then they will be passed into a law. You see, one now that we get for doing 30% quota for the woman then, and also the one we get for doing disabled people. You see plenty poor people bills them they say about nothing no they reform them. And this one they say if COP prepare forget as single candidate for the elections when they come 2023. He say he wish that we will follow that kind of trendy and let us self divided. He say we will not forget divided, we will team up and if we say we will separate, we will achieve our dreams. Come on, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
How do you evening? Your name inside the call for?
I call for
on the messages then and also the closing courts will still will continue for peak calls. Thank God, the name inside the call for?
yeah, now go for an call from Kabbalah.
Parliamentary.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
When the bills when they come for, we endorse the deal, yeah? This the end. Whatever decision when they take, now they do representative. If now one party system, this one is set for count. What thing will be no more by the grace of God, yeah? We'll not be salary that one day.
Alright, we wait for the last lucky caller inside this program on 072 459593 so that we're able for drop curtains inside the program. Remember, we MPs then we don't pass 11 and for security reasons and also family responsibilities. I guess we get for take just one last lucky caller we don't get inside the program. Good evening. Hello, good evening. You didn't live on here, you didn't inside the call from?
Yes, sir.
Alright, from Kabbalah, what my contribution? Kabbalah, what my contribution come from Kabbalah? Hello? You didn't live on here, what my contribution? Unfortunately, we don't lost that caller day. Like I said, time no day now we favor, and so let we just go over inside studio 2 for let we still get them add or put on waiting at the response for the few calls and messages. Then after which we drop the curtains. Let's start off with you, Honorable AKK. Waiting will be a response from this final set. Alright, let's start with Honorable Abdul Titus Kamara. Waiting are you take on the this set of callers we just don't call and the messages them as well?
Well, the one who tell the callers them plenty thank you. Some of the calls that we come, we know say then they behind me waiting exactly you know guys bringing them totally support the idea. So like when they tell them thank you for that. And the one that we see say probably that the MPs their fault, we want to tell them say maybe they misunderstand the whole thing. Not in the way we not don't fight the necessary fight where we supposed for fight. For anything where you do in a parliament procedures they need. For any step you take, you get for take your time for drive into them. Otherwise, you go do something where you not call for. So anything what they do them according to the books, the laws they did in the country, the constitution where they guide we, not him who they go with. And so if the person think and say probably we just they do thing them for satisfy we say no, we they do the thing them according to how they did in the books for all this while. So we want to tell them thank you and encourage people them or listeners them tomorrow, men and listen to the debates we will get tomorrow in the parliament. We will go some of them views there where they come up with. we ensure say we relay them na parliament make them know say yes na so we people they say and na this we people they want follow we talk and na him go talk tomorrow.
Alright, I don't know who titles what will be closing courtesy message to we listeners them out there and the Sierra Leoneans them as a whole.
Sierra Leoneans, I want to tell you this is not the time we need for come together. Now the time this we need for come together as a one block. Now it make we don't set the pace for come and meet una. Now it make you find out say then 13 political parties them don't decide for come together so that this time round, Lord, we do together as a united force and ensure say we do what thing will make Salon go before. Lord, we left for the do thing where they make Salon just stand up or go behind. But rather, Lord, we do things where they make Salon for go before. And one of the things that we will see say will make Salon go before. Now, when we look at some of their laws there, where then people there want to come up with, we tell them say no to it and make sure say we stop them. Thank you. And I want to encourage you tomorrow. Let una listen to the debate tomorrow. Let una know how the debate get for go.
It's a pleasure having you in studios. Well, over to you, Honorable Sir Charles, waiting will be your response to the messages and calls, and also with a closing courtesy inside the program.
Yes, somebody may ask about the consortium, the desire for we move towards having one presidential candidate. And nothing is impossible, and anything is possible. You understand? As long as we don't start the foundation, we believe say we'll get there and we'll get a conclusion where I believe say go work out well for all Sierra Leoneans and in the interest of Sierra Leone. We're not going to take any decision, we're not going to do in the interest of Sierra Leone. Coppp is moving, and they are showing us say this solidarity and unity where we don't start, we will continue for stand by them and ensure that we speak on behalf of we people then. With regards somebody say I'm not sorry for we the parliamentarians, okay, but I believe say one or two things then we the parliamentarians them they do for una. A lot of problems and we will help una solve. Everybody know say the burden we parliamentarians then took equivalent to even the salaries, equivalent to the pressure we other set of society people in the get. So we therefore understand from their angle and they. But that not gonna make we stop. We believe say we deal with the people and the concerns, the needs of the people we will fight them as hard as possible for see how we go address them. With regards the issue we want to still continue to encourage with people this not to parliament, not a secret society. Normally the leader of opposition and that can say is a parliament not a secret society. It's in the well of parliament not to a shrine. They open up like a public parliament to the run, right? The public is always invited, it's open up to the public for follow up and see how parliament they operate. I believe so if we get the opportunity for follow up on parliament, we are going to know a lot as to what we do. So on that note, the people in the northern province and the northwestern province, I go on for say beaucoup thank you to all. We appreciate you tonight, and we want for assure una say them views them all are expressed tonight to we will translate them at the word of parliament tomorrow. Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you with us this particular evening on the sensitive issues that be inside the program. And over to you, Honorable AKK, of course, waiting a young self-take on the final messages and calls we'll be getting inside the program. And what will be your closing courtesy inside the program this evening? But also don't forget, people ask that to now continue for make such kind of program a sustainable one so that they will continue for learn more and make better informed choices come 2023.
Thank you very much. Also, we don't come out from yesterday as members of parliament in the Coppp. We don't cover a large area. We don't cover Kono. We talk to brother in Kailan. We talk to people in Kenima in the east. We there today we talk to people in Falaba, Kwenedugu, Tonkolili, Cambia, and we also they cover Poloko. The reason is, now for we get the feedback of the people. We don't hear beaucoup people on social media. Oh, the MP them, they don't pass the bill today, they don't do. Now they don't allow the television show them. Well, the day is tomorrow. We just want to assure the people, say, wait till we don't hear it from them. And this with 3 days engagement. We go use them for relate to government, waiting at the opinion of the people. We go use them for ensure say they understand waiting at the role where we get in this. But the bottom line is, if anybody thinks say MPs that they sell out, it sounds a bit difficult to understand. If they do this bad law, my party not the win. If my party not win, what I stand for gain. What is more important to we, now APC as MPs, than the APC win power come 2023? How I will endorse a bad law where we make the people wait for votes from Ila win, not get the right for votes tomorrow? It hard to understand. But tomorrow, SLBC, AYV, then will show the tomorrow broadcast debates live on broadcast. We encourage you people them. They don't give a message them.
At what time we go start?
10 o'clock normal parliamentary time. We go on live.
Alright.
I should say, if una self able help with a broadcast waiting they happen at parliament tomorrow, because this is a national bill, we get for touch the lives of every Sierra Leonean. This is not a national bill, we get for touch the lives of every Sierra Leonean for make sure say himself participate in these deliberations where they do tomorrow at parliament. Whether we will continue for give the message of the people they want for we, how we go end tomorrow with this bill, we want the people and pay key attention around. We done our part in the last 4 years. We will continue to do our part. And we not go depart from we people then. We go stand by the people. We know they do this because it affects we. We do this because we know want to take the people their rights away from them. So because of that, in any Korea today, the hope and courage of the give the people them is we go continue, and tomorrow we go to the well, we go give the message of the people they want. We go vote against everything the people don't tell we say for votes against. Remember, the start of this bill, they count on Monday. Tuesday, the model will pass them quick and fast. We say no, we people them, while we people get a debate and a say over this. Now, the people don't tell me what they want. In turn, now we for do and for go express waiting the people and say they want tomorrow. So if we reach here, we want to tell all the callers and thank you. All the time people are spending time for listening to we thank you. And as they say, when we get all the national issues where they affect the people then, where they also affect the smooth running and the democratic credential of we country, we will come. But sadly, lastly, one woman gave me a message yesterday in Akono. He say, now because of one party state where this government they go into so, now they lead to war. Say, do ya? They want to talk to the leaders in this country. Say they don't want war again. So I will end my message for say the people say anything will lead to war. They don't want them again as alone. Thank you very much.
One of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies.
Alright, listen out there now. This we get 10 points on the program this evening. And in case you enjoy the listen, this is a special program from the Consortium of Progressive Political Parties, COPPP. And then we also don't can talk with regards to the public elections bill of 2022, Act a bigger pardon, and some pointers them within so that as they say, we're not good for national cohesion and the country go on before. Issues we get for doing the proportional representation, the dual citizenship issue we don't talk on inside the country, issues we get for do with the proposal say if you not get NRN or NIN number from NCRA, you not able to register and be part of the elections. Then talk on issue we get for do with the new political parties registration commission, we the one for being our political parties regulatory commission. And they also talk on the issue we get for do with the total power for the president hire and fire the chief electoral commissioner just like how he wants. Well, this program in repeat will definitely meet you tomorrow back on this radio. But of course, one for tell plenty thank you to we sister radios them from across the north. One for say plenty thank you to Colin 10 from Cambia, Mumbara Radio from Bumbuna, Shalom Radio from Koinadugu, Kabbalah precisely for we themselves be don't join we for ensure say this program will reach you. Not forgetting Advocacy Radio inside Poloko. We be don't not be the program for moderate. My name na Ibrahim Idris Kamara. Until we meet again with COPPP in another program. That's why I go take say tata.